Yeah.
Okay. So everybody got their stabbies and their rum and rattles and all the and their notes for tonight. Oh, we're live.
Yes. Oh no! What have I done? Oh no!
I don't have it.
Oh no!
This is Bjorn Landberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
What the fuck just happened?
Wait a minute. Can you rewind just a minute? Can you rewind just 1 second? Oh my gosh, are you Phoenix? Oh.
Mel,
you just wanted us on screen to get our reaction. You didn't even want us to dance. You just wanted to see that. You sneaky little Wetlander.
I am out of breath.
Mel, you're still muted, by the way. Is that deliberate?
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I love me.
Play it again. Play it again.
Play it again, Sam. Play it again. Oh, the whole thing.
I mean, I can.
Part.
Oh, is it tacked on?
This is Bjorn Landberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
Zaddy.
Like, I'm
Oh my
sweating.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Everybody's pants just fell off.
Yes, Bjorn. Thank you.
I have him in stereo in my ears. And
Yeah, you do.
The Barry Rumble.
How did you do that?
So yeah, I had a wild idea a few weeks ago, and I was like, everyone talks about Bjorn's voice, and I know he does like a singing and a podcast, and he's done various recordings of things. So I went, okay, who's president now? Now, actually, before I go any further, the Foldies knew that I had a surprise tonight. They didn't know exactly what it was.
How did you do that?
I have a secret channel for the Foldies, so I could keep it secret from the three of you.
Oh my God, Rob!
So much hope.
I feel violated.
Fathers,
in a good way. I'm violated in a good way.
So I told them that, like, you know, their mission was to be here this week to see your reactions, because I knew you would love this. So anyway, I went to his website, and I was like, maybe he does Cameo, maybe he takes requests, who knows? And I went, and no Cameo. So I went to his website, nothing there. So I was like, send an email. What's the worst that's going to happen? And I got a response from his manager, and she's like, "What are you after?" And I was like, "A couple of sound bites, basically. Like, I don't know if that's allowed."
Multiple?
I know. I was just gonna say couple.
I heard couple of.
I did hear a couple of.
Maybe.
I heard couple up.
Uh-huh.
A couple of sound bites. Maybe I got something else. Would you like something else?
Yes.
Would
All right.
I'm still sweating from the last one. Do we need
I know, right?
a break?
Here we go.
Come to Threefold Talk. This is Bjorn Lundberg. Light, have mercy on us. Let's have a season 4.
So I threw some suggestions at him, or to his manager, and she replied. She's like, Bjorn knows of your channel, and he's happy to record a couple of things for you, and
Aww.
quite literally like
Amazing.
Tuesday, something like that. I was on my way to work. Maybe not even then. Sunday? I don't know, whatever it was. And I got the email through, and I actually sent a voice note to Sulin being like, Becky. Because Becky's the one person I actually told everything to. But
Wow.
just as a casual heads up, Bjorn knows of Threefold Talk.
I know. Kevin says he's a friend of the show now.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
So
Well, we are a friend of you, Bjorn.
And then
Oh,
he
yeah.
said, hey, I'd love to have you on the show to
I'm trying.
celebrate your Bluarkness.
We're going to have to clip
Blackness.
all of this intro and send it to him so he can see, like, the freak
Or
out.
not, or don't send it. What you need to do, Rob, is you need to give each of us copies of the recordings so we can just have them for reasons, and then eventually we'll have
To
listeners.
Threefold Talk. This is Bjorn Lundberg. Light, have mercy on us. Let's have a season 4.
Oh my god, I can't even get my fan to, like, open the right way. I'm so
Open it.
frazzled. There we go.
Sweaty. Okay, what we need to do, though, seriously, is we need to have copies so we can listen to it and desensitize ourselves a little bit, so that when he comes on, we don't look like this and we can actually speak.
So, but in all seriousness, this is, let me just turn it down a bit, not off, obviously, but this intro, where it does this.
This is Bjorn Lundberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
That is actually, that's going to be our intro from now on.
Oh my god! Yay!
Whoa.
So, Ruak will introduce us every week from now on.
Yeah, he will.
the vibration.
We
Phonies in
need to
chat.
have
Was that worth?
him and
Was that worth waiting for
Kramer-
phonies?
Michael Kramer on to, like, deep voice off.
I thought you were going to say something else there, Leigh-A.
Channel might need new hosts.
Me and Mel, we were right there. I was like, what?
To do what?
The deep what? Us?
To deep voice off.
Yeah, I got you.
The deep voice. This is the Daily Mail.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay.
So yeah, how is everybody doing? It's finale week, everybody. The longing,
Finale week.
the longing has officially begun.
Oh,
Um,
God. I
mean,
almost
I'm talking
didn't-
longing for season 4 right now. You three are longing for Bjorn, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fair.
Why not both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
to do it right.
True.
I love that discombobulated Mel is always worth the price of admission.
$0. That's what you pay, friends. I'm worth $0.
So good.
Yeah, this morning I woke up and I was almost like, I kind of don't want to watch episode 8 because I just I don't want the longing to start. I want to
It's true.
drag this out, like, season 3 as long as possible, but it's like, I can't not watch it. I've got to go in Threefold Talk tonight and talk about it.
That's true. That's true.
You're like the people who like. I actually know someone who did not read A Memory of Light because they couldn't handle it ending. Like for years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something. Well, before we get into that, shall we listen to our other deep voiced intro and do a piece of the Daily Veil?
Yeah.
The other deep.
Brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
I totally forgot to put the banner on, by the way. All right. It's Daily Veil time, folks. Let's kick it off with... Let's go with the really, really cutesy news. Let's go with this. Ladies and gents, Egwene got herself a water. Woo.
So true.
Into water.
I think she laid her bridal wreath.
Well, she laid a bridal wreath, yeah.
That's so cool. I'm so happy for her.
So, yeah, here's to looking at you, Harry's son Fuller, as the tag with an extra sparkle in my eye. And then she is with an engagement ring on. So, congratulations.
Did you see those cool cowboy earrings she's got going on too, by the way?
Yeah, those are very, very cool.
I immediately went to the earrings.
Oh, I didn't even notice those. I was like,
I skipped right over the diamond ring. Went for the cool earrings because
love it.
That's who I am. But
I think that's as close as to get to it. Yeah, so
cool.
Right.
Congratulations,
I've only just seen Rosamund Pike's comment, sparkling your right tear in mine. Oh,
yeah.
This casting crew.
The comments here are really,
they're
really good.
They are. Yeah, I mean, they're
congratulating her. Aww.
Yeah, Ayula, Kira, Sharon, Marcus,
Priyanka,
Juliet, Rami, the twins,
Megmaz. Don't forget
Critter.
I love that the twins share like an account. That's so cute.
Yeah, that is really cute. Aww.
It is super cute.
The Talkies did too. Aww.
Yeah.
So many of the fans also win it.
6,200 likes on that.
Aww.
She deserves it.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
With an insane amount of comments. So,
that's so
yes.
Cool. That's so cool.
Oh, Meg says if you scroll up for Rafe's comment, he wants to be a flower.
Yes, he does. The second comment right under Maddie's, I want to be flower girl, please, thank you. What's the reply?
What's the reply say?
And then the twins say, like, Rafe, you'd be perfect.
That's adorable.
Amazing. I wanna call out Patrick in chat right now. Put in this comment here. Place your bets. Did Rob get Bjorn to say butt rock? I have played you the recording he sent me. So, but can you imagine if he'd said butt rock?
No, I cannot.
Gosh. So
I would not be able to continue to do the show.
We get him.
There is no imagination happening. I'm imagining nothing.
I would have to mentally brace ourselves for it because when we get him on live, you know he's gonna fucking say it.
Yeah, I would have to explain to him the sort of a little bit of premise of butt rock, so we didn't just go butt rock. Like, so if he'd have to like give it some. I mean, he has gravitas to everything, but like just that draw it out slightly. He goes, I can just make butt rock, like
you
something
just tell
like
him
that.
It's about Land's ass, and he'll understand.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Also, send him the video that Josh and I did, like the lore.
Yeah. That's true.
Finding butt rock, and so like knows that it's a real place and it's a thing. It's like a fan thing.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. All right. Next
I
up,
can wait, Ashikofa. You're right.
who's waiting?
I hate
Ashikofa
waiting.
says we just need to wait.
Yeah, we'll get him on. Yeah. Please read these 5 words. All right. Not available to me, so I'm going to put it on screen. But available to you in America, there is something that I can't display here. Someone want to tell me what this is?
Oh. It's the Humble Bumble.
It's the Humble Bumble.
All 15 books.
Humble Bumble.
Which goes to charity, and they're all the ebooks of The Wheel of Time.
Yes.
And plus the companion and the big
white
book.
The big white book of bad art.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it was. I don't have it open. Sorry.
17 books Nomagarden says you can get.
There's usually pretty reasonable.
Oops.
Yeah,
I put
very
the link
cool.
in the chat for you.
Thank you.
There you go. Links in the chat for you folks.
Without all of the tracking data.
Yeah, Lifeline
tracking
says if
data.
you're not in the US and you have a VPN, you can get it.
Okay.
$18. That's like $1.20 a book or something.
It's a
That's
buck a
crazy.
book. It's a buck a book.
Crazy.
That's cheaper than
A single hardback book.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's also
True.
cheaper than you can order the next book from our friends Kit Rosha. Because they're on pre-order too for Daughter of Time.
There we go. Perfect. So, all right. Next up. Make sure. Yep. Here we go. Come on. Dude. What? Why is my computer not doing? There we go.
Yes.
We have. Sorry.
Email campaign. So we've collected email addresses, the publicly available email addresses for execs at Amazon and Sony to send our thanks for a great season and ask for another one to them. And you too can participate along with the 857 other people who have already participated since this was posted like yesterday. So if you would like to send them a note and ask them for more of the great work that they're doing, please feel free. The link's in the chat.
Yay. More, please. Thank you, and thank you, please.
Robert. Yeah, it has a pre-written email you can send, but you can also customize it yourself.
Wow, live email sending right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
What's your zip code?
There you go. You get to see that.
And then click start writing and it'll show you the letter that you can just.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know if you clicked it. Did you actually?
Oh.
I clicked it. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Welcome back, Robert.
There's the whole letter.
Send.
And you can just click send. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, and it got updated. Oh, there was a couple people who sent in.
Excuse me.
Cool. Can you
All
make names and email addresses to send multiple letters? There are over 2,000 named characters on the Wheel of Time. I'm pretty sure you can find some names.
Yes. There we go. So. All right.
Cool.
And Mistress Leigh-A, I think you have the final piece of news in the Daily Vale.
Yeah. So, since we are sadly starting the longing until season 4 gets renewed, it will be renewed. They just need to announce it.
Sure.
To fill that, my Wheel of Time 4th Age D&D campaign, we finally got our shit together. We've started playing again. So I've been starting to release new episodes. I think we've got 5 episodes out. The 6th one will be released on Monday. I'm probably going to do every other week, trying to de-stress myself a little bit and not sign myself up for too much. You know, DMing, editing, all that stuff. Plus 3 full talk. I mean, that's a lot of stuff going on. Plus costumes, you know, life is lifing. Anyways, every 2-ish weeks we'll have new episodes coming out. They're about an hour and a half long each. You don't have to enjoy D&D in particular. It is just another turning of the age, a continuation of the story. All of my players are just absolute wonderful people, and they love the storytelling aspect of Wheel of Time. So check that out. It's here on the Malkier Talks channel. Go to the Time to Roll the Dice playlist, and you'll see the episodes there. So yeah, hit that up if you just need more Wheel of Time storytelling. And, you know, got no more books coming out. We've got to wait for God only knows how long until season 4 comes out, when season 4 comes out. So
yes,
that will help you hopefully fill your needs.
And
Awesome.
I was just also looking for a link, but I don't think it's up yet. But this Sunday is our final Black Tower podcast, Fantasy League.
So it won't be this Sunday.
Oh, it's not this Sunday?
We're going to be doing it live at JordanCon.
Oh,
so
all right. Breaking news.
Yeah, next Sunday live at JordanCon. So this Sunday we'll probably be taking a break from that, and still need to figure out the logistics. We were talking about maybe doing a private recording for the Black Tower Patreons to see us arguing for a point. So stand by for that. But the announcement of the winners will be at JordanCon. I believe that's Saturday evening.
Let's just not come last.
Yeah, we're in 4th place right now. So having all Aiel cast and not having Bane and Chiad. Whoops.
They are one person.
They are one person. Yeah. I tried to argue that actually when we did our draft.
They go where they go.
Yeah.
They go where they go.
Yep.
Absolutely. But yeah, we dropped from 2nd place to 4th place.
Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, they haven't publicly announced it, so. Oh yeah. Bane, yeah, exactly. So
everything about you, Bane and Chiad. Everything. Right.
Yep.
There's enough said. Okay. TV show?
Babe.
For the last time. Oh, Mr. Stovey. Do you want to see a treat, Mr. Stovey? Why not? I'm just going to take any excuse to play this, whatever. Mr. Stovey, are you listening? Are your ears attuned? Are you focused? I'm going to wait until you say yes in chat.
She said and Bonkers. I feel like she's paying attention.
Did she? I just saw babes. That's all I saw.
Oh, and while, yes.
And boners.
So while we're speaking of JordanCon, next week we will not be doing a Threefold Talk recording on Thursday. We're going to be taking a quiet day of reflection post the season releasing /
Leigh-A is traveling. I am traveling.
Yes.
Not to Atlanta, but I am traveling. And yeah, we're going to take a week off. All right, so Dovey said yes. Dovey, enjoy this and let me know how you feel afterwards.
Come to Threefold Talk. This is Bjorn Landberg. Light, have mercy on us. Let's have a season 4.
Bringing it cleansed.
Lord have mercy.
Yep.
I need a moment.
Seriously.
Me too, Lan. Me too.
Oh my god. That was so appropriate.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Referring to the hot tub scene where you saw Lan's ass.
Stop. You're killing me.
My baby girl.
He's snuggling.
He's so cute in that shirt.
I'm having way too much fun.
True.
I love you, Dobby.
Oh my god. So
Gosh, what happened this week?
The following Threefold Talk will be the following Thursday, and we'll be opening up our time capsule.
Yeah. Time capsule. Do you guys remember the time capsule? That was like
So
weeks
long
ago.
ago.
That
So long ago.
Foldies
I hope I
put
remember
in
where I buried
the hopes and dreams. Yeah, Mel, I hope you remembered where you buried that.
It's in the sand somewhere. You'll find it.
You need to go excavate that, and you've got 2 weeks. A week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got time to find it. So
Just get your stone dogs out there to sniff it up.
yeah.
Why did that sound so dirty?
I don't know.
Get my stone dogs out.
It's the Bjorn effect. It's fine.
Exactly.
Fine.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
So don't go away. Threefold Talk still going, even though the show is over. We've got to open our time capsule. We have stab rankings to do. We have a friend who wants to come and yell about Wetlanders. Like there's a lot we have.
Exciting.
At some point, Bjorn would no. Actually, I don't know. Bjorn would ever join. He lives in Europe. Like it would be extremely late for Bjorn.
We may do a Saturday episode or a Sunday episode in the morning.
Appropriate timed thing.
Yes. At some point.
If he wants to invite us over, I'm happy to come do the show at his house.
So what I'm hearing is I need to book Bjorn for Malkier Con. That's
oh my god, I would fucking die.
Mal's face. Oh my god.
I would be so sad to not be there.
I would fucking die.
Oh, let me end the current poll.
Oh, we have a poll?
We did.
Yeah, we do.
I'm about to climb it.
Junior says, nice to know that Threefold Talk is not ending just because Bjorn has bridal wreaths from most of the hosts. Yeah, we all just sister wived him.
I mean, I love you guys, so that works.
Hey.
Yep.
Let's do it. Bjorn.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So yeah, we'll talk about the episode. But yeah, there's lots of things happening, folks. And at some point, we'll talk Bjorn onto the show. It'll happen. So I think, I'm gonna send him the opening clip and just, he can see the reactions and he'll just die. And he'll be like,
or
I need
he'll
to come
refuse to come on our show completely.
It's fine. We can handle it.
And you're like, them's crazy. No, thank you.
I'm sorry. A guy who puts his face on a pillow is not going to think we're crazy. Like, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
It would have been crazier if we had his cardboard stand-ups like behind us, and then you sent him the video. That would be crazy.
I love that there's a definitive line.
Yeah, that's what the line is. Yeah. Like, so now I know what to get you all for your birthdays, your name days, is to get you a cardboard cutout of Bjorn.
There you go.
Or the pillow.
Wait, did you just make it
a
life-size plushie?
Yeah, there you go.
Life-size plushie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bjorn.
I have to be honest, it's got to have audio or it's nothing. I mean, it needs to have sound effects. So if you can get me a pillow with sound effects.
Oh, it's when you squeeze the hand and it's got that voice button that just goes on repeat.
Yeah, when you squeeze the hand.
Anyone see the rails leave already? Like, because we are off.
Or those teddy bears you can record a message in and then you just sleep with it. Just Bjorn saying, "Light have mercy."
Light have mercy.
It's the voice.
We need. Okay, so Foldies in chat, you need to put suggestions in for what sort of image or moment I could use, an image, a video clip or something. Yeah, the Bjorn effect. For lights, is it Light help us? He says.
Light have mercy.
Light have mercy. Yes.
Light have mercy.
Yeah, so we need something for that. Light have mercy. So we need a moment for that.
I need more wine.
Yeah, and Leigh, do you know how I asked you in pre-show? Is there a moment where the Aiel just look like they're praying or something? Or that Light have mercy was what I was trying to find a moment for.
Okay.
Yeah. I think when they all start kneeling at the end of this episode, maybe. I mean, that could be. And the rain's coming down.
You're muted, Melindhra.
What the hell, Mal?
Sorry, I needed to get more wine. We do not acknowledge this kneeling bullshit. Is that a thing?
Should we
No,
just
it's
put
not.
our... Are we
It's
going to
not
talk about it,
a
or should...
king.
Because that's a stone dog moment.
I know, it is kind of
Our
weird.
turn is not a king. And we do not
I'm also going
denigrate
to
Bjorn's
line up
beautiful
Mel
voice
because
by
holy
putting-
fucking shit.
by
All right.
putting his face on kneeling Avienda.
So let's do what we've been doing the past 5 weeks.
What have we been doing, Rob? Tell us.
We have been talking about this. This is our episode.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Hi,
This is our
that's me.
episode fun board. And on here we talk about the stabbiest moments. Now this could be physical stabbing, verbal stabbing, emotional stabbing, whatever fits into that category. The hand talk of the week. This is the most Aiel moment that you've seen. So obviously kneeling will have to go in that category, clearly, just based on what our co-hosts have said. The honorary stone dog moment. Now, this is a moment that just didn't work out for you folks. It was like, not 100% sure I like that. Didn't seem to fit. You drew out the episode, any sort of combination thereof, where you're just like, I don't think the character would do that. Things like that. Obviously, we're not here to, just like trash people in the show and such, but sometimes things don't work for everybody.
Kneeling,
I like kneeling.
There we go. And that's what this category is about. Like, this one just didn't work for me. And it goes there. And then we have the best bonkers banana moment, and that's where something just blew your mind. It was insane to watch. It was insane to hear. It was insane to see. So here's an example of a best bonkers banana moment.
To threefold talk. This is Bjorn Landberg. Light, have mercy on us.
Oh my
Let's have a
god.
season 4.
That's Silver Fox.
I don't
So,
know if I'm
there you
going to
go.
get over that. Ever.
All I know is I need to record the moment when you all realized what was happening.
I thought your trickery
Guys
about us
don't-
dancing was very suspect. Now I know why.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
it was
So,
nice. I totally believed it. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun.
yeah. So Foldy's how I got, because
I could
obviously we don't
see
normally
it.
appear on screen, Foldy's. So what I did was I have to play it as a video so I can have us on screen, like that's the way. And the way I sold it to the ladies was I was like, oh, there's something new. Like I want to try it with StreamYard. Like, how we dance behind screen and stuff. Like apparently there's a different way I can do the intro and then everyone can see us dancing. I thought that'd be really fun, and then that's why we did the cold open as well. And I really just led them in. Also, you could see their faces when Bjorn's voiceover happens. So, yeah. Right.
I want to go
Okay.
back and watch everybody else's faces. I want to see
Yeah.
their faces, 'cause
Your
my
faces
face-
were. It
'cause
was
I couldn't-
beautiful.
I couldn't see in that moment, so
No.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go
I
back
want
and
to. I
watch
want to go back and
because-
watch how you guys reacted and how Rob reacted, because Rob has a terrible poker face. I don't know if you guys know.
Oh, to be honest, as it started to get like when the Melindhra moment appears, Avienda's on screen, I just sort of like stopped dancing and I just went, because I was like, oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes,
I love that we're reminiscing about a thing that happened 37 minutes ago. Which is
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was 37 minutes ago. I was going to be like,
It was
5
less than
minutes.
that.
Maybe-
It was. It was.
Good
We've been
times,
live for
good times,
just a
guys.
fraction shy of 34 minutes, so it was like 33 minutes ago it happened.
33 minutes ago.
That was a great time.
It was a great time. So,
Good-
all right.
good memory.
Where do we want to kick it off? Should we
Yeah,
do
you
the
pick.
kneeling stone dogs? Shall we just throw?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
seems
let's-
like
I like doing stone dogs first just to get the...
the
the
sillies
things
out.
that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so
Kneeling.
chat, go ahead and also put in your stone dog moments. Remember, it's easiest for us if you put stone dog or stabbiest moments. But I've already got a whole bunch of things starred, so yeah.
Kneeling for Rand. Is that just a general threefold talk, Stabby? I mean, honorary stone dag moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it
All
seems
of
to be.
Yeah.
Food melt.
Seems to
Yeah.
be.
They are all stone dogs.
They're all stone. It's a lot of stone dogs there,
Yeah.
everybody. It's a lot of
The
stone
entire
dogs.
collection of the dragon sword.
All
Well, I have one. I'll go.
right, go for it.
So, do you remember the scene? I hope so. It happened this morning. When Maureen is fighting Lanfear, and then Lan comes out to like help, and he like slashes Lanfear, and then he just doesn't slash her again and just watches. I'm like, what are you doing? You keep stabbing. This is why swords. You have spears. You just keep going, but the sword, you just slashed her and then wanted to look at your reward. Like, I don't know what was happening. Like, why did you stop slashing her?
So
Keep
not
slashing.
enough stabby stabs from Lan?
No, like he just slashed her like leg and he just stood there. I'm like, she's like paying attention to her leg. Like, keep going, man. That to me was like, come on, Lan. Get with the program. That was my.
Okay.
This is not a major deal in the episode at all, but I was just like,
Yeah.
come on,
So
buddy.
like in it like
I think Fudgywant agrees with you. The turn by turning combat.
By turning combat, sure.
yeah, that fits. So
Yeah. I was not impressed there by Lan.
that's fair. That's fair.
Lanfear cast haste. For all you
I
D&D
wanna-
nerds out there.
I want to point out I love that Dovey put in chat, did anyone tell Rob that he spelled honorary wrong? Because and Dovey wrote it in the American way, hence obviously on the sheet it's written in British English. And I love how myself, Leigh-A and Melindhra all replied being like, oh, Amis did it, it's in honor of Rob type thing. You know? It's just
True. I did.
So
My fault. Wait, what else?
And actually, we comment. I remember when you showed us a spreadsheet
Yeah.
to begin with, we commented on it, and we're just like, "Oh, we love that you did it for Rob."
For the record, that was more than 34 minutes ago.
True.
Terrasend also agrees that that whole Lanfear fight was a little off. That she also just stands there later and watches and waits for Mo to pull the sword out of her gut to cut her throat. So there, yeah.
There was a lot of magic happening though between the Choden Ball and the and Lanfear's whatever she had going on.
Yeah.
too, like.
Choden Ball.
I mean, what is a TV or a movie fight if not, that you got to take that pause and let the other person like recover and like, repoise and all that sort of stuff. So
this is not fencing. This is
Oh, God.
magic.
This
Magic.
is true. What Stone Dog? Do we have any other Stone Dog moments ourselves?
Yeah.
By the way, yeah.
Yeah, of course we do.
Tell me.
So
Take a minute.
it is a thing in the books that the clan chiefs do on occasion sit in chairs to make judgments or rulings, but they made it very clear earlier in the series, in this episode or in this season, that Aiel just don't have chairs in their whole at all, and there wasn't that, because I was waiting. I was like, oh, are they going to make a special exception for clan chiefs? Because again, that is the one special exception. So, but they didn't add that in that moment. And the fact that the clan chiefs are sitting in chairs, I was just like, you could have just said, with this one exception for clan chiefs, and it would have taken 10 more seconds in that little bit of dialogue. So the fact that the clan chiefs are sitting in chairs, whereas earlier they're like, Aiel don't sit in chairs.
Did I miss the line where they say we don't sit in chairs?
I don't remember them saying
I
that.
don't either, but
It was when they were all laying around for dinner, and they made I don't remember who it was, whether it was a Rand made the comment about no chairs, and it was probably Rand, because I'm pretty sure it was Avienda that just went on her long monologue.
her exposition dump. Yes.
Yes.
That's so weird. I remember that in the books, but I don't remember that in the show. That's so strange.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I remember during I didn't put that as a Stabbies moment. in that episode, but I was waiting for it, and I was like, okay, maybe they just won't make it a thing, and it doesn't have. It's not a Stabby moment. I don't care if the clan chiefs don't sit in the chairs, but now I want to go back and be like, now it's a Stabbies moment because they did fucking sit in chairs and they didn't talk about it. I'm stabbed, and I'm stabby, and I'm sassy, and all the things.
You know, I also just add on to that really quick. When I first saw those chairs in the trailer, the teaser, or whatever, maybe it was like I don't know, it was leaked or something. But anyway, I saw those chairs, I'm like, how the fuck did they get those giant ass heavy chairs into the middle of the desert? Like, right there. Like, were there just like 5 boulders sitting there and they spent years chiseling them down? Did the Gaishan, like, bring them down there? Like, those are heavy ass chairs.
I think because it's Alkier doll, I think they're there. And I think in the books it's a thing.
I would like to postulate a solution.
Yes, postulate away.
The chairs double as sleds.
Oh, sorry, wrong button.
Wow.
I have toe. I was thinking,
about my sleds joke.
Sorry, no.
Just, like, ruined in the middle of it.
Sorry. Start again. So you have sleds.
The moment is over.
Postulate, please.
The moment is over. There's sleds.
You must postulate.
No.
I'll just sit there and look cute, though. It's fine.
Just saying.
This is true.
Melindhra Garden.
They do have
Great Sand Dunes National Park. You can go sledding on the sand.
You can.
I've done that before.
Very thin light board.
I've done that at White Sands, where you wear cardigan.
All right.
Okay.
More Stone Dog moments.
There's a whole bunch of foldy ones, unless you guys are ready.
I'm ready. I'm just not ready if you're ready.
Okay. So, like, Blinded Fool says, Nynaeve can use Sursa.
Sursa.
They're chopsticks.
Oh, chopsticks. Yeah, she can.
She's a talented woman. And actually, I put this in my notes, but for a different reason. Noman Garden says, when the Shido face off with the rest of the clans, they're all mixed together, but still clear line, then sorted themselves out.
It's true.
And except for that one guy who's not right at the end, and then that's over.
So I will actually address this one now, because it doesn't really fall into the rest of them. Of, like, it's not a Stabbies moment, it's not any of the other categories. I actually saw this as, like, people, like, when people just are up in a crowd, they don't know that they need to separate by clan. So it's not like Tardat stand here and the Shido stand here. They're all just mixing and mingling, and, like, you've been in a crowd before where it's just, like, maybe waiting to get into a baseball stadium or something. It's just like all the fans mixed together. It's, even though there's a side where each fan group goes, there's places where you intermingle, and that's what I thought this was. And I have seen a lot of people online complaining about this, and, like, that's a total valid complaint. But the way I saw it was just, like, they didn't know that they needed to be separated. They were all just trying to, like, jostle up and get a good view until shit happened, and they're like, oh shit, we need to, like, separate ourselves, like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so,
anyway. I kind of figured it was, like, different seps and things like that being, like, catching up, because they're out with their clans, but they have, you might be, a maiden of the Tardat or a maiden of the Shido, but you might be like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, you wouldn't fight each other if your clans were fighting, obviously. Mm-hmm. So you might, all these people are mingling.
Hang out with your societies,
They're hanging out with their societies, Well, and they're like, oh shit, actually, you've got to separate by clan now, so hop away.
Also, Alkier is when there's places like Ruidian where you're not allowed to fight. So, like, if you're fighting, it's a trading post. It's a place where negotiations between clans are meant to happen. So it's not uncommon that they do mix and mingle. Again, it's still a valid complaint that they were mixing so much. So not to diminish the stone dogness. So, but I just wanted to address this with my personal opinion about it.
I think it's just because it's like Al Carcella, it's like they go into party and see what's happening, and they're all just having some usquai, be like, what are we doing here, man?
And coincidentally, at that particular moment, Nomagarden throws in the mosh pit is the best.
Yeah, it totally is. Like, as soon as they, they jump down into the bowl, and they sled down.
Sled down on the stones.
They use the stone dogs for sleds. It's fine. They're fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Rob, like Blinded Fool, agrees with you.
Yeah.
So,
what else?
To continue, like Blinded Fool says, leaving Aiel.
Yeah, what was up with that? And who was holding him?
Well, he had a shield tied off on him, which must have been
right.
Moraine.
Must have been Moraine.
The Choden ball.
I didn't think they knew how to do that in this age, though.
Well, so maybe it's a power level thing.
I took note of this.
She learned it from what's his face.
Moraine seems to acknowledge that she has just learned how to tie off a weave, and how convenient is that? Mm-hmm. So, which also, I know I've seen people complaining in previous episodes about why people haven't tied off weaves, and it's like it appears that they just did not know how to do it, even though in the books they did. Mm-hmm. So, So Luz Jr. says not having Samael trip over his sword and dying 3,000 years ago.
Is that actually that just feels like a joke?
I think that's a joke.
It's just valid because he just but Samael can definitely be an honorary stone dog for this whole episode.
And this is just in addition to the land fear struggling during a fight comment. So Fudgy Vump, Landfair seems to really struggle with her magic Garrett when she just made heads pop off before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she was
trying to
make it personal, wasn't she? I
was also mad, and in your brain, the part of your brain that controls extreme emotions, your amygdala can take over the operation of your frontal lobe, which has better processing ability. So she was just angry, right?
Oh, yeah.
So she wasn't necessarily thinking with the strategic elements of 3,000 years of plotting and nothing else to do.
She just got dissed by her boyfriend, man. She's
she big mad.
Cranky.
Yeah.
She big mad. All right, what other stone dog moments we got?
All right, Mel is agreeing that leaving Samael in the cave by himself is just asking for him to be taken. So there's another affirmative for that. And then I think this is a stone dog. Patrick, let us know. Landrin saying, now a place naive and an easily escapable situation, and assume all goes to plan.
Yeah. And then, she didn't think she was going to channel, right?
No, she thought she.
Yeah.
But I can see how people would be
hubris.
Yes, hubris.
Yes.
I have one more. Whenever we're done with the Foldies.
Here's the last one I have starred. There might be more because I haven't been going back to the live chat. Skeeter says everyone preps for Lanfear attack dramatically, then gives up 12 seconds later.
That's fat.
And why in that scene, did they not want to spend the money? We don't get to see Bearmus channeling. Everybody else gets this cool channel. Even Malane grabs a knife and you see her get ready. And Bearmus just sits there. That is so rude. Rude.
Or she doesn't feel like she needs to channel in order to be.
We've seen a channel. She's so fast. She doesn't need to be quote ready because she's always ready.
Maybe, yeah. Bearmus is always ready.
Okay.
Oh, excuse that. Okay, my last one. I don't know if you noticed this, But in the Tanchico, like, search the palace scene, Leandra, at least this is what it looked like to me. Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong. Leandra and Nynaeve walk through the same place twice each.
Yes,
They go to the same room twice. Why?
Different doorways, man. Like those doorways, they're all the same. It's freaky.
I think that was a mistake. That was really a waste of time.
I have one as well, but
I also have another one. Go ahead, Rob.
It's a funny one though. I don't know if it should be a Stone Dog moment, but it's definitely not any of the others. I loved that Sammy was actually being kept in the set that was used for
the pool.
Yeah, the pool scene. But
also, that was the pool scene set. Okay,
and the Logain prison.
That was it. It was the Logain prison.
Oh, the cave.
Yes, the cave. The cave was where they kept Logain, where they did the pool, where they did some of the archway stuff. Like it was just
I love it. I was like, it works. It works.
It worked. It looked good. Like you could hardly tell.
Absolutely. Like it's not.
They do the angle so differently that unless you really know, I wouldn't have even thought of that until Rob, you said it, and I'm like, oh yes, obviously.
Yeah.
My other one, and Mel, I'm surprised you didn't list this as yours, is like
I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, you haven't? Sorry, am I going to
say it? You should
go. No, you should go.
Say it. No, I'm just waiting. Just say it.
Are you sure you don't want to say it?
I'm sure that you are not saying what I'm going to say.
Okay. I think that the whole Mel going to the, like, being on the dark side, like, all of that could, if they had waited, it just didn't feel like it served the purpose it was supposed to. So, like, they pulled the trigger on it too quickly.
Yeah, I would agree that her character arc was underutilized and did not. And I don't know if they just cut a bunch of land scenes or something, but that she was supposedly supposed to have had on land did not read for me. Like it did not
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just in general for the whole season, not just for this episode. I was like,
agreed.
Why should he be sad? Why should he be sad that she's that I don't feel like that was executed. But it is what you said is related.
Oh, okay. What's yours?
No. Keep going. If you have more to say.
Oh, wait, no, I think we're done.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah, you tell us, Mel.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right. You can all be mad at me. But my honorary stone dog is Swan Sanche. For cock blocking Mel's death yet again. She and then somebody else has to go and get killed like the next chapter and overshadow Mel dying again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am sad about Swan dying, but I am also very frustrated that Mel all died again. Immediately they're like, well, that wasn't valid enough death. We have to kill somebody else to make it matter.
Well, and not only that, like, Mel died so early in the episode, and then after that they're teasing multiple people possibly dying. You're just like, oh my god, are they gonna die? Oh my god, are they gonna die? Oh my god, are they gonna die? And like, you're already like,
they move you past it very fast.
They do.
Mel was the warm-up, you know?
I mean, to be fair, that's exactly what Robert Jordan did. To be fair, it's exactly like it was.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing is Mel got treated. Mel got treated in the show, or Mel ended her time in the show identically, basically, to how she ended, her time in the books. In terms of
not identically.
In terms of treatment, as in like
the way the show treated her death, yes, is the same way that Robert Jordan treated her death.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, in terms of treatment, not like the situation.
And everybody can just move.
It's a big moment, but like it's the build up to like the what we call like it's Sanderlanche. I know, like, some people aren't big fans of Sanderson, but it's like the big avalanche that happens at the end of a book. So,
I have one more. Sorry if I forgot, but Mel, go ahead.
Yeah, to wrap up the whole Mel thing, because I do want to acknowledge that it was like amazing, and I literally said I was right. When Lanfear was the one who went and called up Mel to do her thing, I was like, that's what that's my whole theory, that it wasn't Sammy giving her the B knife, it was Lanfear giving her the B knife the whole time. And a lot of people have been skeptical of that theory from me over the years, and I was just like, I love seeing that played out. And then I also
did Lanfear look as a maiden, by the way? I just want to say,
oh my god,
like, what the King Sauron? Thank you very much.
That's going in my hand talk, but yes.
And then, that's another episode we need to do. We need to dissect all the hand talk, figure it all out. Oh my god, so many things we can. I love this season. So, and the other part of that related to like my connection to Melindhra was the like reluctant dark friend only doing it because Lanfear makes her, not because she like really wants to kill the person that she has a relationship with. I mean, the books had made more sense than in the show.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I was just glad that she made it in the show at all. And it was cool to like see her played by an amazing Zenobia McCoderland. I feel like she was underutilized in this season.
Agree.
Because she's an amazing.
I'm glad that she was reluctant, just like she was with Matt. You know, it's not the same situation, but I'm glad that she had.
I didn't really sense that she was with Matt. You had to like subtext it.
Yeah, I guess I just thought she respected him as who he was, and she knew she had a job, but I think she was having a good time.
I think it was one of those, like, you get to enjoy your projects, and it is a very familiar trope within stories, is like, I was given a task, but then I fell in love. Like, I'm not going to say that Melindhra fell in love with Matt.
No.
Maybe she did, but but she was definitely I will not put words in Melindra's mouth, especially since she's here. But it is a trope. Like, I was given a task, and then like I found a friendship with, I found some sort of relationship with the person I'm supposed to do this task against. So it's a very common and effective, very effective. There's a reason it's common. So not to mean the trope, but yeah. But I have to perform my duty for reasons, and
yeah, and I just really appreciated that in this version of it, which is why Swan Sanche is such a stone dog cockblocker, is that, like, she regained her honor at the end.
Yeah, she met all her totem moraine.
All right.
Oh,
move
so
on to
we actually have two. We have two more Stabbies.
So. Stabbies or Stone Dogs?
We're an honorary.
Sorry. Not Stone Dogs. There was. Wait, hold on. I don't know if this is an actual Stone Dog, but Patrick would have loved seeing more Fox Peeps on columns.
I feel like that's just a statement.
That's valid.
Yeah, I know, but. Yeah, we'll put it up there since it's within topic. I'll bet. Moving on.
I'll have one more. Another deathly sword stab that isn't deathly.
Oh my god!
I
really thought she was going to die.
It.
She twisted the knife. Or she twisted the sword.
It's also, wasn't it the Malkier blade, which is like power rot? Like, should that not have a little more power?
The power rots in the show appear to have, and this is one thing I was a little bit about that battle was the power rot swords seem to be able to slice a little bit through channeling, and maybe this is an excuse for Lanfear to be focusing so much on Lan, and then Moraine has the all I can say is Choden Call. The Sinzara, whatever the fuck we're calling it. So anyways, like she was like splitting her, also angry, like, and maybe not the best actual combat battler. But anyways, whatever.
Yeah,
We've already
just another one. It's like every episode has one or more. It's really like, okay. Anyway, that's all. Moving on. Stabbiest moment, shall we? Ladies and Rob.
I agree with Mel. Moggy knitting the world with Sammy.
Oh my god, that was so fucking epic. And I think this
so cool.
I think this also kind of confirms that we're not getting Semirog, because between Lanfear being way more psycho than she is in the books and Moggy just being completely unhinged, I think this they've taken Simi and split it between at least those two ladies.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. So
what else?
Lanfear, Moggy, Grendel, Robin, Ishamael.
We're still missing
Samael.
We're still missing one chosen.
Can only hope.
Asmodean, who's named, right?
Nope.
He's not named.
Wait, who was the other one who was named besides Grendel?
Well,
that's
just
it.
Ravine.
No.
Grendel...
They said Ravine said Grendel and somebody else.
And the boys.
And the boys. Oh no! In this season she says. Who does she say?
She doesn't say Semirog.
No.
They named Semirog. Yeah. So
they named Semirog?
They did?
That's what Fudgy Gump says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Demander. Anyway, whatever. It's I forget which ones made it. They named Semirog.
Yeah.
During the meeting.
All right. Well, more Stabby moments.
So that's all of them. No. Yeah. So no Masana.
No Masana, yeah. Mm-hmm. But she was also kind of
We now have maybe Leandrin begging to be a chosen, so who knows?
I know.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. So there were so many stabby moments.
Rob, what's your stabbiest?
My stabbiest moment in this episode. Oh god. I think my stabbiest moment is it's too tough to pick.
There's really... so many good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold up. Let me go back to my notes.
Mel, you got one at the ready?
No, mine. Mel said mine.
Oh, the Moggy pulling blood out of Sammy. Okay.
That was mine.
Oh, I think.
Wait, no, there we go. I know what it's going to be.
Go ahead.
Lanfear, you're a monster. It's a good verbal stab.
Yeah.
And I was very satisfied to finally hear him say it and be like, yeah, she's off her rocker, man. She's evil. You know, don't fall for it. She ain't who she was thousands of years ago. Done. Yeah. Gone. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Rand of this episode was very Zen Rand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Until the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Leigh-A, did you have one?
I've got many. I mean, I took a full front and back.
Look at your notes. So proud of you.
Notes. Yeah, because there was the one time I didn't take notes. I was like, oh my god. Afterwards, I was like, I forgot so many things. But then the bad thing is when I write down all the notes, I have to go and read through all the notes. But I will say in the chat, we've got we're on this. Stabby, that's a hand talk. So Stabby, we could start with this one. Nomen Garden saying, watching her soul leave when she died from breaking her oaths compared to Joachim. Yeah, thank you, Mel, with the fucking creepy fucking voice.
I was literally driving my car the other day, and I just like giggled and said, "Jim." Like nobody was in the car; it was just me.
You're psychotic.
No, I just am really entertained by Gideon.
What is she says, and they're like, "No talking, please, no talking." That's like my favorite. Like, please, no talking. Like she says, please, like she cares, like to be polite. Please, no talking.
So it's stabby, but it's fucking brutal. Is Alviarin cutting Suan's head off, and it's brutal.
It's unnecessarily brutal in that. I'm sorry, like
Alviarin.
It's
however you want to spell it. If I'm honest, yeah.
I mean, it is brutal, but it is quite stabby. Yes. I really struggled with that because I was like, I don't think they connected the dots well enough. #spoilers. To say that she was convicted of being a dark friend.
No, not at all. She literally just told them the whole story. And then Alviarin was like, we've already decided. It's like, well, that was a waste of 5 minutes. We could have spent more on the Aiel. Like, what? Just cut her head off like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, for the rest of the people in the hall to understand that Alviarin was capable of using the one power as a weapon against her because she believed he was a dark friend. I don't feel like they connected the dots on that.
Well, I think that was deliberate because later in future seasons we will see that hall was not filled with all for the Light Sisters. I feel that the majority of those sisters in that room were for the Shadow.
Yeah, but not all of them were.
I mean, not in the books.
Yeah,
no, but like enough that when the vote happened, they were like, yeah, okay, she's a dark friend. They've enough voted and said yes. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is I don't think they established in the show that what she was convicted of is being a dark friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to execute her, and Elida, and you could tell Elida was like not moved like in a positive, but she was definitely like taken aback by Suan's entire speech, and then Alviarin just like switches her like snaps her fingers, and she's like, "Well, we already convicted you, so."
Yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is I don't know how long the show is planning to drag out Alviarin's arc. Like at what point do they want to reveal her? Because it like based on that, like you could argue that people were like, oh, she's a dark friend too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they wanted to do that. But maybe
the reason I just say that I said Alviarin just like cutting the head off is because it was very decisive. It was a very Aiel moment, and that's what our stabbiest moments are. There's been a couple of questions in chat from people who aren't quite as familiar with the only thing we've only been doing singularly for 5 weeks. Like it's not been a regular segment that we've done.
Let's be honest, we don't stick to the rules on this show anyway.
We also never stick to the rules. But hypothetically, stabbiest moments are something from a battle or a fight or just some bloody duel.
It's a physical, verbal, or emotional stab from one character to another.
Yeah.
I've got one. Unless you guys have more. My stabbiest moment is when Min saves Matt with the knife, with the throwing knife.
Yeah, we had that in chat as well. Where is it? Light Blinded Fool. Yeah, Min taking out the noose with throwing knife. Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, because I don't feel like we've seen Min do that yet. We haven't seen Min in her
I don't
knife,
think so.
really.
No.
So I'm really glad that she had a knife opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yep. Fudgy coming in with an emotional stab that I also was thinking about earlier. All the sitters standing for Swan once they asked for votes for a lighter. Like,
I didn't understand that really at
Pretty
all.
good.
That was weird.
That's pretty good.
I was like, they're just throwing shade. Is that what their plan was?
Yeah.
I
didn't like
yeah.
her?
Alviarin didn't like that Elida went through the doorway, and so
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
just
know,
seemed weird.
all those
to me.
sisters were following Alviarin, and they were just like, yeah, we're gonna just, follow whatever she does, and yeah. So
I saw that as like the politics of the obvious people were going to stand up, and then when somebody who wasn't obvious stand up, they're like, okay, cool. Like, I wanted to vote this way, but I didn't want to be the first. But yeah, it is definitely an emotional stab, especially since Alviarin was the first one, and it seemed like she was in collusion with Elida ahead of time. So.
That was very tricksy of her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Elida was pissed.
Yeah. Oh, emotional stab. What's her name? From the first season who died? Karina. Coming back.
Karena.
Yes. Karena. Yes, thank you. Coming back and voting immediately for Suman. I saw her in the background and I screamed out loud, and I had my windows open, and somebody asked, "Are you okay?"
Love it.
It's like, I'm watching a show. They're like,
okay, just checking.
We have
That's
2
pretty
stabby votes for Elaine Bellfiring Jane.
Awesome.
From Light Blind Fall and from Skeeter. The Balefire Fire Hose, or just Balefire. So, lots of Balefire stuff.
I love that Tom was the one to like de-ravine the whole thing. I love that he did that. I was like, yes, Tom. Love it.
He was not on the boat. Not on the boat, at least that we saw, unless he was under the decks, but he was not on the boat.
Yeah, who knows? Ashrakova says the power daggers when Swan got stilled, visually amazing.
Oh, those stilling daggers? Yeah.
I was confused at first. I did not clock those as stilling daggers until
I
there wasn't
thought
any
that
blood.
they were like arrows, kind of similar to what Alana had in the previous episode, or several episodes ago, and I was just like, how many times do these women have to get stabbed? And then I kept looking for the blood.
Yeah, it was when there wasn't
Oh, Mel, you're breaking up.
Oh, we lost Mel a little bit there.
We're losing you, Mel. We're losing you.
Okay.
Yeah, those were cool, though. I will not lie. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Elida. That's fucking brutal. That whole scene was brutal.
Thought they were meant to be like acupuncture stabbing her chi points or something.
Maybe. Painfully.
Yeah.
Really, really big acupuncture needles.
Yep.
Any more?
Oh, there's several more.
Okay.
Rob, go ahead. You're better at this than I
am. Don't see any more that have been starred for Stabby.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Mel, do you have any more?
Oh.
Are we all right? Is everybody okay?
Okay. Yeah. No,
I'm
I guess
okay. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Hand talk? Should I move on?
Yeah, are we done with Stabbies?
I think we're done with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You know what, folks? If you've got Stabbies, just like highlight, like say Stabby.
Yeah, just let us know.
So again, it is the best. Like, it's gonna stab you emotionally or stab people personally, whether it's battle or whatever. So just like the stabbiness of everything, literally stabbing in your fucking face.
So we have 2 from chat already that are coming previously.
Okay.
Nomagarden.
So wait, remind us what hand talk of the week is.
This is like the most Aiel.
Yeah.
Most Aiel fucking
And
comment.
crane
Yeah.
talk.
Hand talk, crane talk. Mel wearing the kissing before going after the LAN.
And he reminded us what that meant, the color meant as well.
Yeah, read that she would give up her children to fight the shadow. And then
He said that? Man, I missed him saying that.
yeah. Light Blind Fool says he thinks Moggy's pulling blood out of Sammy should be under hand talk too, because that's her form of communication. So I feel like this one can go up for judging.
I will second Light Blind Fool.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I mean that is like I am identifying myself as to who I am. It's being true to your nature, and also like acknowledging I marked this kill. This is obviously I who did this. So very
He certainly took the 5th of his blood, that's for sure. Maybe
Yeah.
more like the 3/4 of his blood.
Yeah. Aiel moment here from Patrick Lightbody. Rand squashing his toe.
Hmm.
Oh.
So
There's
that's
never enough squashing for that toe, Randall.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they like this. That was top of the show.
Yep.
I was like, you gotta meet his toe.
And he was so bitchy in that scene, by the way.
Yeah,
So
I
bitchy.
honestly, I had a theory that he wouldn't go like the squashes weren't ready to harvest before they left Gold Rock's hold. And what would happen is, and this is full book spoilers right now, folks. I know it scrolls on the screen, but just to be safe, full book spoilers right now.
Oh, look.
When he has his moment on top of the mountain, and obviously he comes down
Veins
after
of
that,
gold.
veins of gold. He comes down after that, and he walks through the orchard and makes the orchard grow for almond buns. I thought, wouldn't it be great if instead he went to her squash vines and made them bloom giant squashes, and then he picked them and filled a basket and very quietly to himself, without an audience, just said, "I have met my toe."
Oh my god, Rob, you just stabbed my heart.
I thought it was going to be later. I didn't think it was going to be in the season. It would have.
Yeah,
It would have felt more meaningful later, I think.
Rob!
Agreed. I thought it
What
would
the
be
actual
later.
fuck?
look, maybe I said that. Maybe I said that to the folks, and I was like, "Yo, listen to this, please. Put this in the show."
Yep.
You know,
Oh my
it's gonna
God.
just destroy people emotionally, and who doesn't love that?
it.
So, yeah. Do we have any hand talk moments? I'll keep an eye on chat and try and start some more ones.
I mean,
So-
I really liked the setup, the like Aiel setting up the dream with Lanfear, that Egwene, like they like clearly had planned it all, and Egwene popped in and pushed her away, like that whole setup that everyone was there.
I think we lost you a little bit there. I think.
I loved that wise one.
We're losing you, Mel. We've lost
energy.
We're getting like every other word.
Sorry, it was me. I'm
Sorry, Mel. We
if
didn't
the
hear what you
internet
said.
Went out.
It's okay. Say it one more time. I hear you now.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
We think so.
The internet like went really droppy. Yeah, the exactly, the dream walking setup to trap Lanfear was like the wise one planned effort, and that to me I really read as like peak wise one, having planned it all out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Agreed. What about you, Leigh-A? You have one?
I do. I actually really appreciated the fact that a whole bunch of clans had already showed up at Alcaerdal, that like they understood the importance. I'm questioning why they were able to get there so quickly. But it was just a very, like, they've been prepping for this for a while. You could tell that the dreamers were communicating and that they were just all there. And I think it was such an understated moment. In the books, it comes across more clearly, but I loved that the way that happened. So that there were like, obviously it was like the entirety of the Shido and most of the Tardads, and then these 4 other clans happened to like have a couple of warriors there. But again, like it got passed over very quickly, and I just want to call it out that there were clans who sent their duly elected representatives as soon as they could to this important meeting.
Yeah.
So, because democracy is important.
I mean, as Skeeter pointed out, our crew did screw around in Cold Rocks for a while, so
they did.
Yeah.
Like, and again, they did in the books. So
they were waiting for the clans to gather, and then Rand rushed it at the end.
And even though they rushed there before they thought the 30 days, which was appropriate for all the, like, any clan who would be able to arrive. So they definitely did that before the 30 days. Like having the four plus Shido representative, plus Shido plus Tardad representative clans was like understated, kind of behind the scenes. We all know the importance of it. I can't wait to hear what first time show watchers, non-book readers think of it, if it even clocks for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have a hand talk moment that's not any of the Aiel doing anything. I want to give it to Tom, who, even though he was facing down a member of the Black Azure who was goofing around with a balefire rod, he still made himself known and fought her face to face before he threw the dagger. So
that was badass.
Yeah, Tom's courage to face against a dark friend. Yeah, I like that.
That was pretty good.
That fits.
That's pretty great. I liked that.
Because I'm sure an Aiel would stab someone in the back if needed, but in a direct fight, they're going to be like, "Hey, come give me a fight."
Yeah, like so many times Aiel stand up against channelers and like, you know what? I know I'm throwing my body at something, but I'm going. Because maybe this will help somebody who can actually deal with it, and I'm just the distraction.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah. Mel put in chat Ruark's reaction when Rand says he's going to tell the Aiel they are oathbreakers.
That's good.
That's that's a very Aiel moment there for Rand, at least.
As much as I love Bjorn's voice, I really feel like Ruark was underutilized as a character this season.
Agreed.
And I hope they give him some more.
He's supposed to be a warrior.
What I'm hearing is we need to utilize him a bit more. Okay.
Oh, we should do
to
it.
Threefold Talk. This is Bjorn Landberg. Light, have mercy on us. Let's have a season 4.
This is good for me. I feel like it's working to like desensitize me a little. It's good.
Yeah.
Those eyebrows. Can I just say?
I think this means we need to do a whole season Stabbies hand talk. Anyways,
I have 2. Do we have any more in the chat? I'll do one.
We don't have no more hand talk in the chat. We got some stabbies and other things that have appeared since, but no more hand talk in the chat.
What did you say, Mel? Sorry, go ahead.
I said I really like that Mel and I keep agreeing tonight. I'm like, I agree with
I know.
Mel. And Mel's like, true. I agree with Mel.
They go where they goes, It's true. So one of my favorite hand talk of the week was the conversation between Rand and Moraine. And, he finally figures out like what she's been doing. And then she, just like a wise one, says, I know. Like he says, you planned all this. And she goes, I know. So to me, I was like, oh, that was like a total wise one answer. Aes Sedai, to me, would just not care to answer. But she was like, yeah, I know, whatever. So to me, that was a wise one.
Of course.
I love it.
Fantastic.
That was very good, yeah.
And then if there's, I have one more, unless anybody else doesn't.
Go for it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Total Aiel. Out of all the Aiel, Avi totally winces when the rain hits her face. She goes like this. She literally like, it's like, what is that? To me, that was like the most
water
Aiel
from the
made.
sky, and she's been in the wetlands, so yeah.
I know, but she just had this look on her face, like it was just perfect.
I do have one more.
Yes, what is it? Go for it.
It's how sassy Nynaeve is when Matt can't use the chopsticks. Thank you, the Sosa. Yeah, and Nynaeve is just like, he's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and she's just like, it's delicious. And that is
very out of character from Nynaeve. Like Nynaeve would be the one who would be mad about not being able to do something that was outside of the two rivers, right? Like that was it felt very out of character for Nynaeve.
Ever since she got drunk, she's like a whole new person. She breaks her block. She can use chopsticks. I mean,
just needed to learn to let go. She and Min probably had a lovely night.
They probably made out.
We've got the last two book Nynaeve now and forever. So.
True. You said you had a couple extra stabby moments. You want me to throw them in really quick?
Yeah, so extra stabby moments. Rand breaking the hearts of all the Aiel is a good stabby.
Ooh, that is a good stabby.
They were not happy with that.
No, Skeeter says he was emotionally stabbed when Rand had his talk with Moraine.
Yeah, that's also good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Patrick Lightbody, I think this goes under stabby. Min took out a black Arj with a cudgel. That's pretty solid work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Esmo fucking Emery, right?
Yep.
Esmo fucking Emery.
Yep. So okay. So
like no lines at all.
Yeah.
He's like, I hear you, you little mouse. And then is that it? Is that all we get?
And yet we have that whole back history with Ray ranting about Chesmol.
Yes, Chesmol fucking Emery cannot do this. All right, on to the best bonkers banana moment, folks. Yes! Best bonkers banana is the moment that just absolutely blew your fucking socks off for whatever reason. You're there, your veil has just gone because this moment has just really blown you away in some way, shape, or form. For example, my best bonkers moment from this episode, right? The highest of the highest moments is going to be this fucking right here.
So good.
I had question as to whether or not they would do the Eilfin and the Aelfin, and or whether we'd see it on scene. And holy fucking shit, they absolutely blew my fucking mind. I screamed. Also, like, this was after that other moment when I screamed.
You screamed again.
Yeah, I screamed again afterwards. So, but yeah, it was so, the costuming,
designed personally by Sharon, I asked.
That skin suit was...
Oh my god. This is not how I picture them, but now I can't picture them any other way.
Oh, seriously, this is so much better than anything I ever imagined. Like, just everything about that is... look at that, man.
That's amazing.
So fucking epic. And it was done so well. And it made sense in the way that they did it. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing. Like, this is
the shoes he's wearing. Like, you don't really see it in this moment here, but I think in this one that you'll see just after this. Oh yeah, try and watch when he's walking across.
I thought they were. I thought he had like the Trolloc feet. I don't think they were shoes. I thought he actually had the feet shaped.
Whatever they've put on his feet. Yeah.
Oh, it's super platform boots. So it's boots that are super platform with high heels. Also, I will say, knowing Sheridan and how much she loves Iris Van Harpen, this is such a structure. Like, this is almost a copycat of a structure of a. I'll have to go find it.
But there's no heels. It's just on his toes. That's why I thought it was I thought his feet were actually
very common boot these days, where the shoe is very structured. We'll do a whole costume thing on this.
You can also see it, like, right when he walks in. You can see him standing on that little.
Oh, of course!
I got you, Boo. I got you, Boo, on how to
right at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll do a whole costume thing on this.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm so
and Robert being perfect at every character he ever played.
Oh my god, Robert Strange is
good at that.
Fucking godsend, yes. Like, insane.
Amazing. I would like to go back to Moggy and Sammy.
Yeah.
But specifically the fact that she turned him into a spider web. Like, specifically
that was mine.
It was a spider web that she.
Yeah.
Samael, the deconstructed man.
Yeah, but that was my biggest bonkers
literally
moment.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So gross.
So good. And just unexpected. I loved it.
I was not a Moggy fan in the books. I'll tell you that. I mean, she was fine. I didn't really care. But, like, man.
But she was more of like, she was very ineffective, and, like, she was more just like you're an annoyance. Like, we're not really scared of you, because obviously Nynaeve can defeat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like a mini boss.
Yeah.
Yep, I am loving this iteration of her.
I love her. I love her so much.
I mean, the fact that she based her character's behavior on a 2-year-old is just perfection.
Is that what she said? Hilarious.
Yeah, in her interview, that she's like, I was trying to think of, I'm playing this evil psycho character. I'm trying to think of, like, who's the most, like, psychopathic evil person I know or have ever encountered or something like that. You know, I paraphrased that, by the way, folks. And she's like, I just looked at my 2-year-old and thought, she's off her rockers, man. Like, I'm just going to behave like my 2-year-old. You know, again, paraphrasing that, by the way, folks. And so if you like, when there's moments where, like, Leandrian's talking to her and she just goes, you know, and I'm like, a 2-year-old would do that, you know?
Like, I don't really get along with others. No shit.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Sorry.
I think
we keep doing that.
That's okay. My favorite was like when she was talking to Leandrin, like when she brings the bracer or the bracelet, she brings in like every question that Leandrin asks, she does not answer. She gives a complete different answer for it. It was so amazing how she responded. Like, every line, I was just laughing. She was.
Mistress has been very busy.
Yeah, yes. Mistress has been very busy. Anyway, I love her.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. So
it's so funny because, like, how can they make us obsessed with all of the Forsaken? I mean, we're not obsessed with all of them, but just like the featured Forsaken.
The featured Forsaken, yeah,
so good,
it's great.
Did you guys think? You know, I actually thought we were going to get a little more of the Andor kids, like just a little bit, or at least a little more of Gabriel. Not just this scene here in this last episode. I thought we would get.
I'm hoping that's next season when we get it.
Yeah.
It seems like they're setting up Elaine going back and
right,
and her taking that out. is what it seems like.
I thought that we would just get a tiny bit more of that.
Yeah.
That's it. Any more bonkers moments?
There's got to be a bunch
in the chat.
Yeah, we can go to
Tell me,
chat.
chat.
Mel in chat says Nynaeve having her Moses moment, parting the sea.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very biblical.
I really did love that and appreciate that they brought it forward. So that's like several books forward.
Okay, can someone explain to me why her child? I don't know. I just didn't quite I couldn't wrap my head around it. Like why her talking to her child helped her let go, or maybe I was just interpreting it through a book lens, and maybe that's not what she was doing. She wasn't letting go. She was trusting. I don't know what was happening. Why did the child be the thing that
I think when I was watching,
it wasn't just her child. It was also her mother's voice telling her to be still, be calm, be quiet, which was very different than when
talking to her
family. And then Alana's voice coming in, trying to explain things, and then she started picturing her child. So, and then Rob, you go ahead and take over.
I mean, I just took it to be that, she had those memories of life that she wanted, and she wanted that more than she was willing. She was like, I won't be scared of my power, because if I continue to be scared of my power, I can't have these lives that I want to have.
Okay.
And it was like, either, I faced my fear of the power to have that, or I die now. That's kind of how I took it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I similarly took it because she mentions earlier that she's afraid of her power, which, not quite the same as in the books. But so then when I heard her talking to her daughter and her daughter's voice, she was scared. So she was comforting her daughter, we have to go through this doorway, right? And how painful that is to do. The girl had to do it. So I was thinking she was like, okay, I just need to get through this doorway kind of thing. I just need to push through. She was scared too. I convinced her I can convince myself. I honestly did not hear Alana's voice. I'm going to have to go back and listen now.
Yeah, I'm not sure I heard Alana's voice. But
Alana's voice is in there. Mel from chat also has some good... she had just told Leandra that her son didn't make her weaker. So this child she never had, and her ability to love that child makes her stronger. Which is also a beautiful sentence.
Yep.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense, because I was stuck in book 90.
Yes, it's very different than book 90. And I also love that out of that, even though in the book, well, not even though, in the book, she does save herself. But then Lan has to come down and save her from drowning. So she's able to explode herself out, but she doesn't necessarily decide to propel herself out of the water. Lan has to rescue her from the water. So Lan still somehow rescues her. She fucking rescues herself here. So I don't know if there's a way besides parting the sea. Can we say parting the sea and rescues herself? So, because that, for me, that was just yes, you did this all on your own. You didn't need a man to come save you after you saved yourself.
No, what she needed was an old mentor to drown her instead. So,
yeah.
We all have our kinks, Rob.
Sometimes you just
say, they did say what? Moggy said it, right? We would have beaten that out of you.
Yes.
So,
and that's kind of Leandra kind of mentioned that,
applied Age of Legends tactic to Nynaeve and her blog.
Yeah. So one of mine is best bonkers was the Leandrin channeling of the true power. So the all black swirling around. She did that multiple times.
You mean Lanfear?
Oh, Lanfear, not Leandra.
Yeah, that's why I was like, when did
Leandra
Leandra do that?
The other L.
The other
lady
L word, yeah.
who, oh my god, too many fucking characters. Yes, Lanfear.
That was cool.
Well, in my notes I said Lan/Moy, so I was like, okay, remember Lan is not Lan in Lanfear. And then I said the entire wrong name. So,
yeah, you know what the maiden said? She was like, "Ooh, Lanfear's liquidy." Like, yeah, she is liquidy.
But it was just so like that whole channeling scene, I know we've got a lot of particulars about the strategies of people, but the CGI on that and just like the them getting blown apart and thrown together and everything, like all of that was just so fucking epic. And I was just absolutely blown away about how amazing it all looked.
Oh, the fight with Moraine, is that what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like it was gorgeous. So like strategy to 2 or 3. Graphic effects 10 plus. Like if I could give it more than 10, I would. So
you can
give it a 25.
I'll give it like a bazillion. I love you 3000 is what I would give
there
it.
You go.
Yes.
You know what my favorite part of that whole, I mean, it was all so cool, but my favorite part, because it didn't happen, I didn't notice in the fight with Moraine, but in the dream, she does this like Jacob's Ladder thing with her face. Did you notice that? Like, have you all seen Jacob's Ladder? If you haven't, if you want to go get your mind fucked, go watch that movie. It's excellent. But like
other things fucked.
Yeah. So like, anyway, her face like slides over in that scene. Did you notice that? It's incredible. To me, that was the part of the channel. Like the cool, like true power was awesome, but like that one moment, I was like, whoa, that was creepy. So creepy. It could be Jacob's Ladder, like flashbacks as well from my younger days, but
anyway. Okay, I don't think I've seen that.
Okay, well,
you have to find
freaky.
the scene and show it to us.
I will.
So another one. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, do we have any others? Otherwise, I'll pull some from chat.
I do. Rand finally appreciating Moraine. And I think I commented.
Pretty bonkers.
Yeah, I think I commented earlier in the season, like I might have been the only person that was like, I don't like how Rand is sassing Moraine. And like everybody else is like, no, she does totally deserve it. But I wasn't the biggest, because he was just like throwing a child's tantrum. And
very book Rand.
It was 100% very book Rand, and I don't like that about him there. And I understand why he's doing it, but I just don't like it. So, but this is him coming to like his like coming to Jesus moment, if you will, where he's just like, yeah, you did all these things. And she answers him honestly, not like thinking he's going to rage against her, but she just says like the obvious truth.
She answers clearly. She says yes.
Clearly.
Yes.
She doesn't she does not Aes Sedai the answer. She's
right. This is the wise one moment. I'm telling you, like she just
And then he was like, and then he thanks her because he knows that she is the only one that wants what he wants. Which, when we get Catswain, when we get future seasons, and like I had this person who wanted what I wanted, and then you're trying to manipulate me. Like he's going to point back to this specific moment in the show. It's like, and the fact that he just fucking got it. His tiny little brain. Not that Rand's stupid, but like sometimes he is stupid. I'm not stupid, but you're stupid. To quote Hamilton. That being said, yeah, like it was. I wasn't expecting it, and as the conversation happened, I was like, oh yeah, here we have another fucking fight. And it was not that. And just the writing on it, everything about it was just like,
it's a
beautiful.
Great scene. That whole tense scene.
It was great. The actors are amazing. Yeah.
It was really satisfying.
Mm-hmm,
I want to say it was just satisfying to finally see the arc.
Yes,
meld into that. Yeah,
Agree. Okay, more bonkers moments.
Yes.
I know this was confirmed by Rafe to be just the oath that she placed in the first season breaking. But Moraine and Swan bonded. Nomagans put that in there. Like, I think you can just put their bonds or the oath breaking moment. That was a very bonkers moment. I initially thought, oh, they were actually bonded, which made all the emphasis on like warders and how the bond works in different ways and what happens when a warder loses an Aes Sedai, what happens when an Aes Sedai loses a warder, and all these different things. And I was like, but then Rafe an hour later in his Q&A was just like, nah, it was just the oath. But still bonkers.
I thought it was the oath right away. Like,
yeah,
I thought it was.
just assumed it was the oath.
Like bonded, and I was confused. But,
yeah,
I like that it was the that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it all works. Either one.
But
It's like the same thing, kind of. But
I think it could be both. So
another one that comes in. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's like when the spell goes away. You know, like someone dies and all their spells go away. It's like that. It's like if Gabriel dies, everybody will remember that he's not real. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
So sorry, what was that one?
No, the Ashen Dare.
Oh yeah.
Which I know I missed on my first watch, and a lot of people
I
did
didn't
miss
see
the first
it.
watch.
I didn't see it either.
I took a screenshot. There it is.
I know.
He's
not carrying it on the boat either.
Yeah. Why are people caught up on that? Like,
I don't know. Tom wasn't on the boat. He wasn't like, if you got a cool, I mean, maybe it's in his cabin, but like, if you were just attacked by Dark Friends and Forsakens, wouldn't you have all your weapons on you like a good Aiel? Come on.
Well, also, they also aren't carrying a lot, so maybe it's just stuff, they put stuff below decks.
Yeah, I mean, we can explain it and hand wave it away, of course, but like, it just kind of annoys me.
I did see a theory that they were, like, they only gave the quick view, and of course we're gonna like zoom in and obsess. Like, we don't, there's a show that may or may not do that.
That's true. There are some enhancing going on.
That being said, that there will be a more detailed prop that's not meant to support up. That
I mean, it's magical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like overly annoyed by it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When people started talking about Ashen Dare being in the show, I immediately checked the boat scene because that was the only scene after that.
Right.
Because it's not enough, I guess, for me that it was there. I wanted Matt to have it in his hand.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, I appreciate that it was there. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that it was there, but it's not going to be, I think it's not going to be as impactful when he's got it. If they didn't show him, like, if they didn't connect the dots this season.
Yeah.
With, like, immediate after that.
I mean, how many dots is the average watcher going to pick up from a second of footage on screen?
Yeah, I mean, they don't get me wrong. Season 4, they can absolutely like make it make sense and make it an epic thing, and like suddenly Ashen Dare like becomes a thing. And I mean, I'm sure they're fully capable of doing that. But like, yeah, for me as a book reader, I really wanted it to like end up in his hand. Yeah. Agreed.
Can we just talk for a minute too? Just a minor irk. My immediate thought was like, okay, Chesma was knocked out. Leandrin walked away, of course. And they just get on a boat? Like, aren't they supposed to hunt Leandrin down to get that shit I mean, like the whole reason they're there.
Maybe she left.
Maybe she's on a boat and they're tracking her. I don't know. But
he's like going after Rand. But yeah, I was confused why Nynaeve didn't more quickly get out of the water and then immediately look to her left and go after Leandrin. You know, like I was like, oh, my power's back. I gotta go after that lady. Instead, she was just like reveling in joy, which granted,
understandable.
But at the same time, it's like, just turn your head. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, agreed.
And
I mean,
now you turn your head and you go after her, right?
Yep. Again, we can hand wave any of it away, make up any excuse we want. But to me, I was like, I would have been like just running after. Maybe like the last shot you see of the show didn't have to be them on a boat. It could have just been like Leandrin getting on a boat. Then you know they're gonna follow her. Like you didn't have to show them on a boat. You just see like they're still after her, but now they're just like, I'm just gonna get on a boat. Where would they go if they're not chasing Leandrin? Like they don't want to go back to the tower. They're not gonna boat up to the Threefold Land. So like, where are they going?
Tyr. Maybe Leandrin's going Tyr, and they're going Tyr after her. Maybe that's what's next.
Just some missing dots. That's all.
Lots of calendar talk.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, sorry, that was just a minor.
That's fine. Any more bonkers moments?
I mean, just the eelfin for me was bonkers, and not just the eelfin. The bonkers moment besides just Robert Strange.
I don't know if this was a bonkers moment. Patrick let us know, but it was Elida crew packing up the fuck shack picture.
Oh yeah, that was rude.
Super rude.
Is that a bonkers moment? I don't know.
I don't think that didn't strike me as a bonkers moment.
I mean, Patrick did have what you were saying, Amis.
Oh, that the two door frames, like the doorways. I thought the biggest bonkers moment, besides Robert Strange being amazing, was the fact that the Aes Sedai have been just like going into the doorway, like over the however many years that they've had it in the 13th depository. Like some of them don't come back. Like to me, that was just wild. I was like, all right. I mean, I guess like they had to try out the arches at some point, right? So they just have this doorway, like, well, let's just go see what it is, right? It's like the first person that ate like poison food. But then they just keep doing it. To me, that was so bonkers. Like it's bonkers that it's actually in the White Tower, but the fact that like they've lost so many sisters like over the years, like that was weird to me. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
So that was my bonkers moment. Was all of it, all the eelfin and the eelfin.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The 13th depository doesn't seem very hidden with as many people.
No, it doesn't.
Who wandered?
Yeah, maybe it's a citizen thing. There is another bonkers moment for me. The Mercedes medallion icon thing, whatever, appearing.
Medallion.
I don't know, whatever. The
It's
Mercedes ornament. That's the word. Yeah, but it was close enough. It was for book fans.
Okay.
And it was so subtle. Totally missed it.
Yeah.
It is not that subtle. They literally come into the room and it pans right at him for like 4 seconds.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
I literally missed it. It's right in your face, but I totally missed it.
Yeah. So okay.
Anybody else?
Any more? I feel like we might have wrapped it up, and also I feel like Mel's frozen.
But she looks so pretty right now.
She always looks so
hold
pretty.
on, Patrick says Bjorn audio.
Oh.
Oh, is that a request? Okay.
Okay.
To Threefold Talk. This is Bjorn Landberg. Light, have mercy on us. Let's have a season 4.
But can we also put that on the chart?
I did.
Good.
Bjorn's amazing voice. Love that. Okay. This is great. I love this. I honestly, it's 4:00 in the morning. I'm starting to fade, if I'm honest.
So true. I stayed up to watch it last night and did not go to sleep till 4, and then I got up at 6. So here I am.
Any final thoughts on the episode before we sort of wrap it up, folks?
Give us more.
Yes.
I mean, I just want to say, what a season!
So good.
So it got posted by What Series a short time ago. Episode 8 is currently ranked 9.2 on IMDb.
Whoa!
Wow.
It's only the second episode to get into the 9s. Obviously, more ratings could come in and adjust that. It makes it the second highest rated episode, full stop, of Wheel of Time, after episode 3 or 4, which is rated 9.4, and it makes the season 3 series have an average IMDb rating of 8.7.
Wow, that's pretty freaking good.
Yeah,
that's amazing and so well deserved. Absolutely single one of those points.
Yeah, and I know
knocked it out of the park.
Chris from What Wiki posted in the 308 channel today that in the UK, Wheel of Time is the #1 show. It on top of movies.
Oh no, it's top. It's #1 TV show, not
#1
TV show.
23 different countries.
So a fun thing about the UK, the viewership in the UK compared to a lot of other countries is not as big for Wheel of Time. The fandom in the UK is just not the same size as in many other countries. Like the biggest audiences are something like,
what she said.
Obviously America, and then it's something like India or something like that is their other largest audience type thing. Yep. So in the UK, it often drops down to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, things like that. And then like yesterday it was 5th, and then today bosh straight back up to 1st again. So it's just an interesting dynamic of the audience size. But yeah, it's a well-deserved score, and it should be everyone's #1 show. So
I'm really interested to see
vote for it.
I do need to do that too. I'm really interested to see like the people who want to who wait till all the episodes are out and then binge shows. Like I don't know if there's that many people.
Yeah, I have a colleague who told me today that she hadn't watched any of season 3 because it was too confusing for her to wait between things. She just needed to watch it all in one fell swoop, and so she was going to do that.
Well, and my sister, who's been on the show, she and her husband are waiting until they all come out. So, because they're traveling a lot and they want to watch them together, so they're waiting so that they can watch them together. Although I did just text her about our announcement from tonight. So I don't think she knows what it means. She knows who Ruark is, but
I love that.
I was trying to sneak to text her. I'm freaking out.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, it's just been an amazing season. As we said earlier, folks, we're not here next Thursday. We're taking a week off because some of us are traveling, like Leigh-A's
or tired.
Jordan Con, or tired. We're just going to take that week's break. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time when we will be opening up our time capsule that we buried before episode 1.
If Mel can find it. If Mel can find it.
But
I believe in you, Mel.
We believe in Mel. Yeah,
Mel, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck it. I'm gonna
mistress.
Yeah, the other two believe in you, but literally don't fuck this up, because if we don't have the time capsule, what are we going to talk about during the episode?
Well, that's okay. Fair enough.
We could just replay the previous episode and then comment.
We'll just play Bjorn on repeat.
No,
we can mystery science theater 3000
where we made the time capsule.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah, we could do that too.
And just be like, oh, okay, so and-so wanted this, because we literally had them all out loud.
That's true, yeah.
Rob, that's not a lot of work for you at all. That's not a lot of work for you at all, right?
To be clear, my intent is to go on period time capsule.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you for hanging around with us, folks.
I love you guys.
Appreciate you. If you have stumbled across Threefold Talk, you've never been here before, you got drawn in by Bjorn's voice, rightfully so. Just stick around, like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Tonight,
become a Foldy if you join the Discord server and get the Foldy role there, maybe you'll find out about secret Foldy missions that happen from time to time. They're very, here and there sort of thing. We have great fun with it. But otherwise, folks, as we like to say around here, we will see you next time. But until then, please go and find yourself lots of love, water, and shade. Bye.
Bye.
May you always find love, water, and shade.
God.
Oh my God, Rob!
I knew there was more.
So maybe I asked him for something else. And that's really it, everybody. Have a good night and thank you so much.